It's time to pass the...
Believe me.
Oh my God!
The man behind the rock, Dwayne Johnson as you've never seen. The image is known worldwide. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock with his defined muscles, charismatic smile and presence that dominates any screen. Fans follow his spectacular wrestling matches, his action movies, his energetic public appearances. But there exists a Dwayne Johnson that cameras rarely capture, a man whose generosity and kindness remain in the shadows of his public persona. You who are watching now, have you ever stopped to think about what exists beyond that imposing figure? Did you know that behind the successful actor is a man with a heart as big as his muscles? Are you enjoying this story? Dwayne Johnson, O Rock? Then help the channel with your subscription. Look, 94.8% of the people who watch these videos are still not subscribed to the channel. If you are part of that group, take the chance and subscribe now. It's free, and that way you'll keep receiving amazing stories from TV shows we still miss. And don't forget, at the end of the video, you'll find more stories like this one. Born on May 2nd, 1972, Dwayne's journey wasn't always one of success and glamour. Son of Rocky Johnson, also a wrestler, Dwayne lived a childhood marked by financial difficulties. At 14, he was evicted with his family from the apartment where they lived. This experience profoundly marked young Dwayne and perhaps explains his current generosity. Did you know he never forgot where he came from? That he frequently helps families facing eviction, often anonymously. In 2018, Dwayne bought a house for his mother. The emotional video of her receiving the keys went viral. But what few people know is that in the same year, he purchased homes for 3 more families who were about to lose their houses, without ever seeking recognition for it. Did you know that? That while cameras focused on his blockbusters, he was silently changing lives. The Rock visits children's hospitals without announcing his presence. Without a press team, without photographers, he asks that cell phones be turned off and spends hours talking with sick children, not as a celebrity but as a friend. A nurse at the Los Angeles Children's Hospital once remarked, "He arrived without prior notice, asked for total discretion, and dedicated his entire day to those children. He didn't want publicity, he just wanted to be present." Had you heard about this side of him? In 2006, Dwayne created the Dwayne Johnson Rock Foundation, which works with children with terminal illnesses. What many don't know is that he personally responds to dozens of letters from these children weekly. Handwritten letters, not standard messages or digital signatures. Can you imagine a Hollywood star dedicating his scarce time to writing individual letters to children he's never personally met? During the filming of Jumanji, a Make-A-Wish child asked to meet him. Dwayne not only interrupted filming to spend the day with them, but also hired a medical team to be on standby, ensuring the child received all necessary care during the visit. Afterward, he maintained contact with the family for years, helping with medical expenses without ever publicizing it. Did you know that for many families, he is a silent angel who appears in the most difficult moments? In his hometown of Miami, Dwayne funded the construction of a community center in an underprivileged neighborhood, with the sole condition that his name not be associated with the project. The center now serves hundreds of young people, offering sports and educational activities. When questioned about it by a local reporter who discovered his involvement, he simply replied, "We don't need recognition to do what's right." During the COVID-19 pandemic, while many celebrities made public donations, Dwayne quietly organized a food delivery system for vulnerable elderly people in various American cities. Did you know he personally called some of these seniors just to talk and reduce the loneliness of isolation? His colleagues tell surprising stories. On the set of Hobbs and Shaw, he discovered that a technical crew member was experiencing financial difficulties due to health problems in the family. Without fanfare, Dwayne paid all the medical bills and ensured that the person kept their job, even when they needed to be absent, to care for the sick family member. Have you ever imagined a movie star caring so much about the behind-the-scenes team? On his social media profiles, Dwayne frequently shares his intense workout routines and career moments, but rarely mentions his philanthropic actions. When questioned about this in a rare interview on the subject, he said, "Generosity loses its value when it's displayed. I don't do this for the cameras or the applause. I do it because I know what it's like to need help and have no one to reach out to. In 2019, a wildfire devastated several communities in California. While news cameras captured celebrities evacuating their mansions, Dwayne was quietly working with local firefighters, providing equipment and resources from his own pocket. He even opened his home to 3 families who had lost everything. When a reporter discovered this and tried to interview him about it, he declined, saying, "These people need help, not stories about me." Did you know about his actions during those fires? Probably not, because he never posted about it or sought media coverage. Former WWE colleagues reveal that even during his wrestling days, Dwayne would often help newcomers, offering advice, training sessions, and sometimes financial support. Veteran wrestler Mark Henry once shared, "When my mum was sick and I couldn't afford the treatment, DJ came to me with an envelope. Inside was enough money to cover everything. His only condition was that I never tell anyone it was him." Are you surprised to learn that his generosity predates his Hollywood success? After finishing filming Fast and Furious 6 in London, Dwayne discovered that a production assistant was struggling to pay for university. Without telling anyone, he covered the young man's entire education. Years later, when that same assistant became a successful producer and tried to thank him publicly, Dwayne called and asked him not to mention it. "Your success is all the thanks I need," he reportedly said. How many Hollywood stars would make such a significant contribution and then refuse recognition? Johnson's personal chef for 5 years, Matthew Pieper, tells a revealing story. "Every Christmas, Dwayne would ask me for a list of ingredients without explaining why. I later discovered he was personally cooking meals for a homeless shelter near his home. Not sending food, actually cooking it himself, serving it, and sitting down to eat with the people there. Did you know The Rock spends his holidays cooking for the homeless? This is the man behind the muscles that few get to see." After Hurricane Maria devastated Puerto Rico in 2017, Dwayne not only donated substantially to relief efforts, but also chartered private planes to deliver supplies to remote areas that official aid couldn't reach. He spent a week on the island, working alongside local volunteers, clearing debris, rebuilding homes, and comforting survivors. No cameras, no press releases, no Instagram posts about it. A local resident later told a small newspaper, "He was just here as Dwayne, not as The Rock. He worked harder than anyone, never complained, and hugged every person he met." Were you aware of his hands-on approach to disaster relief? Perhaps most telling of all is how Dwayne treats the everyday people he encounters. Hotel staff, drivers, and restaurant servers consistently report the same thing. He learns their names, asks about their families, leaves generous tips, and often follows up if he hears someone is going through a difficult time. A valet parker at a Los Angeles hotel once found himself discussing his student loans with Dwayne during a brief car handoff. 2 weeks later, he received a letter containing a check that paid off his entire debt. The letter simply said, "Education matters. Now go change the world." Are you enjoying this story, Dwayne Johnson, Rock? Then help the channel with your subscription. Look, 94.8% of the people who watch these videos are still not subscribed to the channel. If you are part of that group, take the chance and subscribe now. It's free, and that way you'll keep receiving amazing stories from TV shows we still miss. And don't forget, at the end of the video, you'll find more stories like this one. This documentary seeks to reveal this rarely seen side of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a man who uses his fame not only to build an impressive career but also to silently transform lives. A man whose true strength lies not in his muscles, but in his empathy and generosity. And now you who are watching, what do you think? Were you surprised by these stories? Did you know this side of The Rock? Sometimes the greatest heroes are those who act away from the spotlight, and Dwayne Johnson may be a perfect example of this. The man behind The Rock is perhaps even more extraordinary than the legendary figure we see on our screens.